the tone of your sound, or the balance or the spectrum, whatever you want to call it, but not just the level of it, but the kind of the balance of high frequencies to low frequencies, is a really important aspect to how your voice is heard. So too many low frequencies and your voice goes boomy, and it can be really hard for the audience to hear and hard for you to hear. It goes too bright, it can sound really shrill, or it can hurt people's ears, or maybe it might be more likely to produce feedback. So kind of this balance in between the frequencies of your voice is really, really important. And it's not important whether, oh, is it exactly this frequency or that frequency? That's for another day for a live sound engineer for controlling feedback. Really what matters is kind of that balance in between the lower tonalities in your voice and the higher tonalities in your voice. And being able to hear that and give that feedback to a live sound engineer, or just hear it for yourself so you know, is a really important thing. And a great way of doing that is if you're in a room, just even without a sound system, even here in a theater, is just singing something low in your range and something high in your range, and singing something that's just short, and then you hear the reflection back at you, and what does it sound like? And so if you sing something low in your range, if it's higher range, how is it different? And that it's interesting because it shows two things that are different. One, the room responds differently. The room will respond differently based on low frequencies and high frequencies. And you hear that back, and you'll get a sense. You'll hear it back and go like, wow, that sounds great. I really like that. Versus you hear it back and you go like, wow, I didn't even hear any high frequencies back with my voice. All I heard was this low boomy sound. And same when the sound system's on. What you can hear back as far as that balance is really important. And if you're having trouble knowing what to describe or what to say about that sound, end result, you want to hear something back that sounds natural. You don't want to hear something back that sounds like a tin can or a telephone. There's no reason why it should sound that way. And so if what you're hearing back doesn't sound natural, then try to hear whether there's more low or more high, and give that advice back to the sound engineer.